Your question was what's the objective of this one, right?
What did you have to say about this?
Okay, usually sometimes we have a customer who wants us to be the yes man.
Sometimes we have customers who like the project manager to be the yes man. So we want to be a yes man, but same time we say no.
So wanting to be a yes man, or not wanting to be a yes man, even though your stakeholders may want you to be one. And how do you like that? Thanks. Someone else. What are some things you're hoping to get out of this session? From example, how not to be a yes man, how to say no without causing offense, maybe.
I'd like to know why there is undesirable behavior in the stakeholders. What kind of communication style and what kind of body language you can use to convey the correct message across to these nasty stakeholders?
Have you got all that they said? Nasty stakeholders, body language, that we can use, communication styles that we can use to try and deal with them. Yeah, with that, nasty person.
After the damage is done, that means they have gone to the prison like case. How do you remedy the whole thing?
So recover from that.
How do you recover from that? So you're the person sitting in prison. Are you condemned to be there for the rest of your life, or can you somehow come back? You know, has anyone ever seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies? I'll be back. Yes, you can come back, but how? So good. Anyone else?
Just to find out how to improve communications with difficult and maybe cross-cultural stakeholders.
Hostile or cross-cultural stakeholders? How do you get your message across to them? Good. Two more. So you have a burning question that you really want me to answer today. And ask your chance. Incidentally, I have about 4 slides. That's all for the next 2 hours. So I'm looking to you to give me some material that I can work with. For instance, I actually have multiple slides, but I don't mind sharing through them. I'm going to pick out things that are going to give you the answers that you're looking for, that are going to help you to think about the answers you're looking for. That's why I need this.
I think for me, generally, it would be the power of influence. Being able to get people to agree or to say yes happily and thinking that they want that as well.
Getting people to say yes willingly and happily rather than having to use force or not getting them to do anything. So how do you make people want to do what you want them to do, what you need them to do? How to use the power of influence. And one final person, one opportunity.
Will you also share how to read between the lines?
How to read between the lines.
Because the communications that stakeholders give us at their level is a kind of sarcastic, I don't know, a few things combined. So which has the message, but not everybody understands what it is. So reading between the lines is different.
Let me put that one down instead. That's a bonus. You've already given one. I'll certainly address that, but one more person.
How to make a boss know his mistake without getting fired?
How to let your boss know he's made a mistake without getting yourself fired? Good one. Tough one. Because has anyone ever had a boss that doesn't make a mistake? Not very often because bosses are perfect, aren't they? They make mistakes too. But we need to be careful how we tell them that they've made a mistake, when we tell them. Now, I see 2 hands at the back, please. Scope change to more people.
Thanks, Chief. Jürgen, I purposely missed your talk in the because I knew you Sorry, good to hear you speak today. My question is, we mentioned conversational leadership. I manage a lot of projects, virtual teams of people. So one thing which is important to me is how do I convey leadership through conversation? Without meeting somebody in the eye, how do I lead a team to conversation? So you put the room, just speaking, just through conversation. Is it different?
All right, so again, there are actually 2 things there. One is, what is conversational leadership really all about, which I'll talk about, and then there's virtual. When you don't see people face to face, and you have to deal with telephone calls, internet, email in particular. How do you then communicate with people? So I'll cover that, and there's one more hand.
I'm here. I just want to know about the difficult stakeholder at the end, how to require certification to get the certification, the acceptance.
So how to make sure that you've got acceptance from whatever you decide.
How difficult they are, we still need their certification.
Sorry?
How difficult they are, we still need their certification.
Irrespective of how difficult they are, you need them to agree with whatever it is you came up with. SK11 decided that it said win-win-win. How do we get to that point where we have win-win-win conversations with our stakeholders? Okay, there's a lot of material, a lot of questions, a lot of queries that you have. And what I'm going to do is go through a few principles and outlines, and then we'll try and pick out these scenarios and say, well, practically, how do we deal with each one of those?